Hey everybody, my laundry again. I'm never gonna learn my lesson. A couple days ago, I get a DM from someone or a message from somebody on YouTube saying, "Can you compare Chevron to Exxon? I can't decide which one's better." And if you watch me on YouTube or TikTok, you know that I make a lot of these stock fight videos where I compare one stock to another in the same sector. I don't give financial advice, but the point of the video is to show you, number one, how to do your own research, and number two, how to make your own decision. I'll present all the information, and then it's up to you to go from there. And I love making these videos, but sometimes I can't respond right away with the video to help somebody. And this was one of those instances. I was out, I was busy, and it would be several days with the holidays and all of that coming up that I would have time to sit down and make a video. And I thought, damn, I should I should put my template, the stock fight template, on my website. If you are already following me, if you're one of the 219,000 TikTok followers I have, or one of the 10,000 YouTube subscribers, or 6,000 Instagram followers I have, you're probably familiar with my Do Your Own Research guide, which over 4,000 people have downloaded. And I'm going to show you very briefly what the guide is. So this is my website. It's kennethsuna.com. Click on the menu. A lot of people always say, I went on your website, I couldn't find it. Menu, right there. Click on the menu. Do Your Own Resource. It's the free resource guide. And it has everything you could need. All the websites that I use to do my own research right here. Look, top stocks and screeners, economic calendars, earnings, education, calculators, what politicians are investing in. You can actually download it right here at the very bottom. Right there, you can download it. I've got also some other links to like an Amazon storefront, my YouTube channel, my stock trading and investing playlists. But outside of that, and there's also a coupon for Seeking Alpha if you want to try it. But outside of that, there's so much information here, and it's all free. And you know, people on TikTok, social media, they sell these guides $10. 4,000 people have downloaded it. I could have made a lot of money, but I didn't, because I started my channel on the premise that I'll never sell you a course, I'll never sell you access to me, and I want to uphold that end of my promise and say like, hey, this is a channel for investing for beginners. And I'm not trying to gatekeep anything, and I don't want to be one of those creators who say, you want to learn how to do this? Sure, I'll show you, but you have to pay me. So here it is. And the newest thing that I've added, well, a couple things. One, Dividend School. It's just a little bit of a lengthy-ish article on dividends because there's so much misinformation. So I put the Dividend School post in the menu, so anyone who wants to learn a little bit more about dividends can do so here. However, what this video is about is my free template for fundamental analysis. So you can make your own stock fight comparisons, whether you want to make a video or not, or you just want to use a template to do your own research. So you'll see here, for example, it's set up in a way where there are two. It's split right down the center. So maybe you just want to look at one stock's fundamentals, or maybe you want to compare two in the same sector. So I'm going to use my own template for this video for the person who asked me to make one comparing Exxon to Chevron. And then this is going to be the very last do your own research video that I ever make, because you're going to be able to do it from now on. I'm just kidding. I'm going to make plenty more of these stock fight videos because they're super, super popular. So click here and it'll open to this page, and it is completely 100% clickable. So we will start with Exxon. So I have a couple of websites up on the screen, Seeking Alpha, Market Watch, and TipRanks, and they're the websites that I'm going to be using predominantly to help do my research on this. You can see I already started filming this video, but I had a problem with my own template, so I had to come in and start the video over and finish it today. So here we are. Price per share, $100.90. 1 year growth, we can see that it is negative, so we'll do negative 4.31%. Then we'll come back over here, 5 year growth, positive 36. We can just save space here. And then 10-year growth for ExxonMobil, 2.25. So not very much growth over the last 10 years. Market cap, how much the company is worth, 403 billion. 403 billion. We can type B, we can type billion, we can type whatever you want. The dividend is 3.77%, or $3.80. So $3.87 or 3.77%. 5-year dividend growth we're going to get by going back to Seeking Alpha and clicking on the dividend tab. And you'll be able to see it right here. 5-year dividend growth, 2.64%. So not very much, to be honest. Price to earnings ratio compares the price of the stock to the earnings. Now, by the way, this video right now, I'm not going to be going into the in-depth explaining what all of these things are, but I'm going to get to something in a second. And you might be wondering why ChatGPT and Investopedia are open, and that's part of the reason. So price to earnings ratio for Exxon is 10.94, and you can do X. And then the industry standard, the place you're going to find it here on Seeking Alpha is you're going to click on valuation. Now look, it's P to E forward, 10.94. Oops. So we're going to go to valuation, 10.94. So this is where we're looking. Price to earnings ratio forward, 9.72. 9.72 times, which means Exxon's a little bit overvalued. I can't wait to see how it shakes out next to Chevron. So now revenue year 2019. That's when I'm going to jump over here. And we've got revenue for Exxon at 279. And I think just for the sake of easy math and saving space, I'm going to leave out all the little things. 279 billion for revenue. Oh wait, that was 2018. Well, we don't want to go far. We don't want to go that far back. So let's just slide this over here, and we'll start with 2019. 256 billion. 2020 revenue. By the way, if you're wondering what the error was and why I had to stop filming this video the other day, it was because when I clicked 2019, all the tabs filled 2019. Well, can't have that now, can we? So 2021 revenue, 280 billion. 2022 revenue, 400 billion. Wow, big jump. And there's nothing yet for 2023, so we could leave that one blank. Net income for Exxon, we're going to go just scrolling down, still on the same page. Net income, 55.74 billion. 55 point what? 74 billion? 55.74. Pretty good net income. Total assets, we'll scroll down a little bit more. Just kidding. We're going to go under the balance sheet for total assets. Let's see here. Total assets, total assets, total assets, all the way at the bottom. Look at that. 369 billion. 369 billion. Now, while you're here, you can also feel free to take a look at these numbers and see if they're going up or down. Long-term debt, we're going to go right here. We're all going back a year or two. So we've got long-term debt 2021 and long-term debt 2022. Long-term debt 2021 was 47.38 billion. Long-term debt 2022, 44.75. Hey, that's the right direction. It's going down. Last one we're going to do is we're going to go back up here to cash and short-term investments. Cash and short-term investments, 6.8. Wait, that's the wrong year. Look at that. Look at the jump, by the way. Their cash and short-term investments just shot up in 2022 to 29.67 billion. You talk about record profits. That is record profits. Last thing we're going to do is we're going to go over to free cash flow down here at the bottom. Free cash flow, by the way, no, I'm moving a little fast, sorry. Click on the cash flow tab. Scroll down to free cash flow, and we've got 58.39 billion. 58.39 billion. Now, you might be wondering, what is the difference between cash and free cash flow? That is where ChatGPT comes in. What is the difference between cash and free cash flow? And here you go. ChatGPT is going to break it all down for you. Now, if you want, I will pause here, or you can pause here and take a little screenshot so you can have this at your disposal later. I like ChatGPT. I think sometimes they can be wrong. Sometimes their information can be off a little bit. But overall, I like it. And Investopedia is another great resource. You can use their academy, their Investing for Beginners Academy. You can search for things just on their homepage. to learn about like what is cash flow. Actually, I don't even know if you need the what is free cash flow. And here you go. You have all the information here, cash flow analysis. So I think these two websites, especially Investopedia, you cannot go wrong. The last one on here is the 1-year price target. And that is where TipRanks comes in. So we're going to go on ExxonMobil, and we're going to look up the 1-year price target. Now you can see here it's $100. Their current price target, their average, and that's all we're really after here. Because look, these 1-year price targets, their 1-year price targets, take them with a grain of salt or sand or whatever the expression is. So now we've done all the research on Exxon. We're going to come over here and we're going to do the exact same thing for Chevron. Now that we've done it though, and this is one of the things that like people always say, like, man, you bang these videos out so quickly. Once you get into the habit, you know where these things are. You know, you can move a lot quicker through all this stuff. 1 year, 1, 5, and 10-year growth for Chevron. 1 year is down, so not a great year for the gas companies, but they're doing okay. 5-year up 32%, and the last one is 10-year dividend growth, or 10-year stock price growth is 21.64%, and you can already start to see that over the long term, Chevron has performed better. Now, just because it has doesn't mean that it will always. Market cap is $281 billion. Smaller market cap. Dividend is, let's just take a look here. Their dividend is 4.04% or $6.04. I'm going to maybe relocate this here a little bit. Dividend is $6.04 or 4.04%. 5-year dividend growth, 6.16%. That's a lot better than Exxon. Price to earnings ratio, you can already see how these templates are so helpful, is 11.16x, and we already know that the industry average is 9.72 because same sector. Revenues, now we can start breaking them down. Scroll all the way up on your MarketWatch, type in the ticker symbol when it lets you. This is the problem with the MarketWatch website, is sometimes you go to click and it gets away from you. Chevron down here. Hello, there we go. And we are going to start now with revenue 2019. 140. Slide this a little over so we don't have to keep going back and forth. 140 billion. 2020, and this is obvious because of COVID. They all took a big hit. 94 billion. 2021. 156 billion. You can see here, by the way, that the revenue from Exxon just smokes Chevron so much more. We don't have that yet. Net income, we're going to scroll down just a little bit. Net income, this is how much money they're keeping. 35.74 billion. 35.74 billion. Last thing we'll do on this tab is not anything on this tab. It's on the balance sheet. We'll go to the balance sheet, and we're going to go down to total assets. 257 billion. 257B. Long-term debt. Oops, I might have gone past it. Long-term debt, 24 billion. So Chevron, a lot less debt. And look at this, Chevron's been paying down their debt. 45 billion, 33, 24. Long-term debt. Oh, wait a minute. Haha, I goofed. I forgot to put the date. 2021. 2021 was what? 33.62. Right? Let's just double check. Yeah, okay. 2021? Yeah, okay. So now 2022, and we can see Long-term debt, it's dropping a little bit. Cash and investments now will be under the, up here, 18.53 billion, 18.53 billion. Free cash flow will go down here all the way to the bottom, 38.94 billion. 38.94 billion. And the 1-year price target back to tip ranks CVX for Chevron is 179 per share. 179, or an upside of 20%. 20% upside. We can throw a little dollar sign on here. Now, you've got it. This is your template. And you can go and comb over this data and have everything side by side so you can make your own decision. You want to go over all these numbers and look who has the bigger market cap, who has the bigger dividend, the dividend growth, who's paying down their debt, who has more cash, blah, blah, blah. All of these things can help you make your decision a little bit easier so you can see it all in one place. All right, enough of this. I hope you thought this video was helpful. If you did, hit the bell, hit the subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.